on, guys? Back with another analysis, and today we have the Phoenix Suns. So let's look at the standings. They're the second seed, and they're 36 and 15. So let's look over here. 36 and 15 is actually the first seed, so they're the second best team in the league. So that's pretty good. And then let's look at their roster. They have Dario Saric, Cameron Payne, Jevon Carter, Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton. Some reason George Gervin's here. He's not on their team. He might have played for them, but I don't know. And then Devin Booker, Langston Galloway, Abdel Nader, Torrey Craig, Mikal Bridges, Chris Paul, Damian Jones, Frank Kaminsky. So, pretty good team. Also kind of a small one, but still, pretty good team. I really like their pieces. And then, let's move on to their pros. Again, they are the second best team in the league record-wise. So you can see 36 and 15 is better than 36 and 16, so yeah. And then they have a pretty good depth. In my opinion, they have good depth. You have Cameron Payne, Dario Saric, Jay Crowder, Langston Galloway, Abdel Nader is alright, but Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, they're all decent players. Like, they got a good backup behind Devin Booker and Chris Paul. And then their players have been playing really good. Like, look at their games. Yeah, they lost to the Clippers. They beat the Jazz, my favorite team. They beat the Rockets. They beat the Bulls. They beat the Thunder. They've been beating a lot of teams recently, so that's pretty good. Thanks to their players doing really good. And they usually, also they can beat some teams that people think are better than them. Like, they beat the Jazz. I think they're better than them, but a lot of people think the Suns are better than the Jazz. I think the Jazz are better than the Suns. So yeah, but still, the Suns, good win there. And then they usually beat teams that they should. Like, they should beat the Rockets, they beat them. They should beat the Bulls, they beat them. They should beat the Thunder, they beat them. They should beat the Hornets, they beat them. They should beat the Hawks, they beat them. They should beat the Raptors, but they did lose to the Magic, but that's okay. And they should beat the Heat. So yeah. Well, yeah, they should beat the Heat, so yeah, that's pretty good. And then this is their team. This is their best year in a while. It definitely is. Like, last year in the bubble when they went 8-0, that definitely was foreshadowing what was going to happen this season. And then, yeah, their team is really good in the pick and roll situations. I watched the Jazz versus Suns games. They probably wouldn't have beaten the Jazz if they wouldn't have been so good in the pick and roll. Like, I swear, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul, they run that play so well and score so much points off of it that eventually wins the game for them. And then also, they are probably a title contending team. I have to admit that they are. They are also really good at three-pointers. They got a bunch of three-point shooters. They have Jay Crowder, Dario Saric, Devin Booker, Langston Galloway, Chris Paul. And then, what else? They are pretty close to being the best team in the league. Yeah, like, let's see. Standings. Only like 3 games or 4 games separate them from being the best team in the league. And then they will probably move on to the second round of the playoffs or maybe even further. And they are a tough team to beat. Not a lot of teams have beaten them, but the same thing you can say about the Jazz. And yeah. And on to the cons. There's not very many. It's a good team. Sometimes they lose to teams that are better than them, which, yeah, that's tough. Like, right here, they lost to the Clippers. Not really better than them, but like people say they are. They beat the Jazz, which is good. They lost over here. They lost to they lost to a few teams they should have beaten, but sometimes they lose to teams that are a bit better than them, like the Clippers or something like that. But they're not necessarily better than them. Just people think they're better than them. And then sometimes they will lose to teams that are worse than them, but rarely. Like, up here, see, they lost to the Magic. Up here more, they lost to the Timberwolves. They lost to the Pacers. It just doesn't happen that much. They lost to the Hornets. They just don't. They usually win their games that they should win, which is really good for them. And then if they go to the third round, they will have to be a tough team, which can be hard. That might not be able to happen. But yeah, that is all I have for the Phoenix Suns. Thank you guys for watching. Please give a like and subscribe. I might get out 2 or 1 more video of basketball, of me shooting or me dribbling. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please give a like and subscribe. Bye.